Hey guys, welcome to the Vice Vlog. My name is Justin and this is... I'm flying solo today guys, so let's get started. Alright guys, and once again, welcome back to the Vice Vlog. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be more of a serious episode. Not going to be a whole lot of outtakes. What I want to talk to you guys about today is GlaxoSmithKline, Nicorette, Public Health England, vaping studies, vaping safety, you know, all of that stuff. And what really triggered me wanting to talk to you guys about this particular subject, I saw an article today, and it's dated May 21st, so it's just from this week. And I'm just going to read from my notes here, but I'll try to do some fancy stuff so you can see what it is I'm reading here. But it is a CNBC Health and Science article, again dated May 21st. The title of the article, this wasn't me paraphrasing, this wasn't anything. This is the legitimate, I copied and pasted the title of this article. Nicorette introduces new nicotine lozenges in bid to woo customers away from vaping. Let that sink in. Not away from smoking. Nicorette introduces new nicotine lozenges in a bid to woo customers away from vaping. This article was written by Angelica Lavito, and their key points, they have a section at the top of the page, and there will be a link to this article in the description of this video. Their key points in their article: more smokers are trying e-cigarettes even though they have not been clinically tested to help people quit smoking. I'll get into that just a little bit later. I skimmed through the article and kind of cherry-picked a few key points here. Nicorette wants to make quitting smoking a little less awful. Most of this is direct quotes from the article. Now, John, sorry, John, I am going to probably chop up your last name here. Siskowitz? John Sinskowitz? I'm sorry, John. The Alliance Director of GlaxoSmithKline Consumer Healthcare's Nicorette and Nicoderm brands. Masking the bitter taste of nicotine is a major concern for consumers. No shit, John. We know that quitting is very difficult, so we are always looking for ways to improve and bring a great usage experience to our nicotine replacement products. Wait for it. Obviously, the better a product tastes as it relates to flavor and experience, hopefully, the easier it is for people to stick to their quit journey. Now that little quote was from Scott Iacovino, Nicorette and Nicoderm brand director. No shit, Scott. As far as we know, there is no clinical data to support e-cigarettes helping people to quit or cease smoking. They don't have the same designation. They're not FDA approved for smoking cessation like our products are, Iacovino said. Iacovino declined to comment on whether GSK, GlaxoSmithKline, is developing any e-cigarettes. That means yes. That means yes, they are. And I'll tell you why I came to that conclusion. GSK, GlaxoSmithKline, has already identified where their profit losses are going. They've identified what consumers looking to quit smoking are looking for. They know where the success is at. And in all honesty, in just a business standpoint, they would be absolutely stupid not to develop some sort of electronic cigarette. It would be stupid for them not to. But I'm going to touch on a couple of points from there, but they're not being researched, and yeah, I'll get into all of that. Now we're going to flip the script here. This is an article from February 28th, so I'm a little late seeing this. It's a USA Today opinion piece by Julie Gunlock. The title of this is "E-cigarettes are much safer than smoking, but few know it. That's a public health tragedy." So shout out to Julie for this article. Honestly, it's a great article. The opening statement of the article: "Vaping makes it easier to quit smoking than patches or gum." Uh-oh, Scott, look out. "And it's a lot less dangerous than smoking. Americans should be encouraged to switch." When asked whether e-cigarettes are less harmful than traditional cigarettes, 53% of Americans in a new nationally represented poll of likely voters conducted by McLaughlin and Associates incorrectly responded no. And another 23% weren't sure. A 2016 study published in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine found that even current smokers believed e-cigarettes to be equally or more harmful than traditional cigarettes, a misperception that could dissuade many of them from switching to less harmful e-cigarette products. People are misguided on e-cigarettes. 79% of the respondents to the poll thought that it was nicotine itself that caused cancer and other cardiovascular and lung diseases. Another 12% were unsure. Only 9% of respondents knew the correct answer, and that's nicotine is not linked to cancer or cardiovascular and lung diseases. Now I'm going to blow through this next paragraph real quick, so bear with me. E-cigarette positives outweigh the negatives. Despite this, the FDA refuses to approve e-cigarettes as a smoking cessation product and instead is working to make it harder for the current smokers to access these products. The goal of those discouraging vaping seems to be to prevent teens from vaping. Certainly, that's a worthy goal. No one wants teens or anyone else to take up any form of smoking or become addicted to nicotine. Yet teen vaping should also be kept in perspective rather than positioned as a dire public health emergency. Public health officials should consider how to discourage teens from habit-forming behaviors, but they shouldn't mislead the public by calling teen vaping an epidemic or use it as an excuse to ignore e-cigarettes' potential to end the use of traditional cigarettes among adult smokers and dramatically improve Americans' health. And again, I will link to this article down in the description. Now, I want to point out something. A lot of you have heard, if you've been in vaping for a while and you've been in advocacy for a while, sorry, I can't talk today. You have undoubtedly heard of PHE, Public Health England, and their report about vaping being at least 95% safer, at least 95% safer than smoking traditional cigarettes. Now, let's not ignore that because that initially came out, when was it? 2016, 2015, 2016, I think is when that initially came out. What I didn't know until this morning was that this is a constant thing. They are constantly studying vaping. And here we are. I've read the 2019 report. PHE has to issue a government report. And I read it this morning. And still, they have nothing bad to say about vaping. So we're years running here, and you have England encouraging vaping. Now they have their issues, their TPD stuff and all. Is England wrapped up in the TPD stuff? I'll have to double check that. You know, they're going through all of their regulatory stuff, but they are encouraging. They acknowledge the benefits of vaping. So I will link to that report down in the description as well. So guys, it's crazy. When you have people in positions of power, when you have the FDA, they're supposed to be looking out for you. And here they are turning a blind eye to the entire vaping industry. And I don't mean that in a good way. I don't mean that in the sense that they're leaving us alone. I mean that they're ignoring the benefits of vaping and they are refusing to study it. But yet GlaxoSmithKline can come out with new products. I don't see how. Because it was, to my knowledge, no new nicotine products after August 8th of 2016. But yet, here they are, because they get to wave their little banner that they are a medical product. They are a pharmaceutical. So they can come out with whatever in the fuck they want. However, we take, like, of course, here at the Vice, we have our Heritage line. We cannot take the same e-liquid and give you a different size bottle. It's the same shit, but we cannot give you a different size bottle. We can't come out with a 30 milliliter line. We cannot come out with a 120 milliliter line. We're stuck with our 60s. We can't come out with new flavors. I mean, we're stuck with the 8 flavors that we have in those 60 ml bottles that we have. But because GlaxoSmithKline wants to hide under their pharmaceutical banner, they can come out with all of the NRTs and all of the ENDS products that they want, because they're a pharmaceutical company. And the FDA is going to put them in a positive light while their products themselves have not been proven to work. Are some people successful using patches and gum and all that crazy shit? Yeah. I'm not saying they have a 100% fail rate. But if you want to compare apples to apples here, vaping takes the cake. And maybe I'm biased, but there's also research to back that up. Well, guys, that's all I wanted to bitch about today. And again, TJ is on vacation, so we might put next week's video on hold depending on when he gets back. I don't even know when he's coming back. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.